marking a key step in strengthening bilateral relations between the two countries. Austrian Federal Chancellor Christian Stalker, who is on his first official visit to India, will hold talks with Prime Minister Modi in the national capital. They will exchange views on regional and global issues of mutual interest, including cooperation in multilateral fora. The Federal Chancellor will also call on President Draupadi Murmu. Earlier on Wednesday, the visiting leader met External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar. India and Austria share warm, friendly and multifaceted ties rooted in shared democratic values. The visit of Federal Chancellor Stalker also reflects the shared commitment of both countries to further deepen and expand partnership in new areas of mutual interest. All right, DD India's Amritpal Singh joins us on the phone line to talk more on this. Amrit, the Austrian Chancellor is on his first official visit to India and a packed schedule is underway in the national capital. Walk us through what's lined up for today, especially the key meetings with Prime Minister Modi and President Draupadi Murmu.
Chancellor Stalker has come with a huge delegation that includes his energy minister, that includes his economy minister and a tourism minister. Also, a business delegation is accompanying him. He shall be meeting Prime Minister Modi in a little while from now at the Hyderabad House in the national capital, and later followed by delegation-level talks. The Prime Minister will later hold a lunch for him, a working lunch for him in Hyderabad House itself. We are told that, the whole gamut of bilateral relations will be discussed, how to expand and scale up the already existing partnership in various fields shall come up. Trade and investment will be a key factor. As you know, the bilateral trade between the two countries is close to about $3.5 billion, which is well below its potential, though Austria is a small country. But, there are key linkages in terms of in the education sector, in science and technology, in research, in culture, in movies. A lot of Hollywood movies are shot in Vienna and Austria, given its beautiful locales. Yoga, etc., Ayurveda is quite popular there. So how to scale this partnership up, take it beyond the levels where it exists, especially in the field of investment. If you look at the investment right now, the Indian investment to Australia is close to about 950 million euros. And the Austrian investment in India is some 800 something million euros. So how to scale that up in various sectors, because a huge business delegation is accompanying him. So a lot of B2B agreements could be signed. Framework agreements between the government of India and the government of Austria could be signed to build upon this relationship. So the two principals shall be making press statements followed by the signing of these MOUs. So that's expected to transpire today, Abhishek.
Also, Amritpal, India and Austria, they share long-standing friendly ties rooted in democratic values. Tell us, how is this visit expected to take that relationship forward, especially in newer areas of cooperation?
Science and technology is a key area. Space is another. Migration mobility agreement exists between the two countries as Austria, Abhishek, tries to position itself as an inexpensive hub in Europe where a lot of back-end services move. So that is where the two sides could look at cooperation, especially in the field of, as I said, IT, science and technology, research, and education. There are linkages between universities, but how to scale that up as India opens up its education sector. That's where the two sides could look at and joint working on technologies. India's got a huge, trained manpower base, human resource base, which is skilled. How technology, working together on technology, especially emerging and disruptive technologies, would be a key focus today between the two sides. And if I may add, the ongoing war in West Asia, that could figure prominently, given that Europe is playing a pivotal role or wants to play a pivotal role in diffusing this crisis. We know Chancellor Stalker's views on the American intervention. He believes that American intervention, especially military intervention, should be kept off, and dialogue and diplomacy should be the way forward, which is also India's position. So the two sides could see at exchanging views on that. Abhishek?
All right, Amritpal, we'll leave it at that. Thank you for inputs.